This season, Aliki's been exploring the various ways you can get into motorcycling. Recently, she found a very cool way to catch the motorcycling bug by way of the Honda CBR 125 Challenge. The road racing series has been a major slam dunk, as it's turned out to be an extremely safe way for teens to get into road racing. Last year's champion was 14-year-old Stacy Nesbitt. Honda certainly has thrown their support behind the series over the past 4 years, encouraging more established riders like last year's Pro 600 Sport Bike champion Jody Christie to coach trackside the younger 125 riders. Turns out 20-year-old Jody started his racing career at the ripe old age of 15, also on a Honda, and welcomed the opportunity to mentor the younger up-and-comers.
Overall, what are your general views on the CBR 125 Racing League?
I think it's a great series for the kids to get into. You know, it gives them a general feel of the whole racetrack and the racing atmosphere and how it's going to be in the future. And you know, it's really competitive racing for them. You know, so they really show their skills, and it's usually quite a few kids battling and showing their skills together. So it's a really exciting series because, you know, they're always passing each other every lap, drafting each other all the time, and they usually go right down to the wire. So you couldn't ask for much better racing and competition. You know, it's always seems to be a fan favorite that everybody wants to come out and watch the CBRs because of how close and how good the racing is. So, you know, in that aspect, I think it's really strong and a really good series. And even all the kids, they're really down-to-earth kids, and they're all here to have fun, and they're all friends with each other, you know, congratulating each other, and even seeing them help each other out there. So it's a good group of kids, and it just seems like they're all, you know, one family looking out for each other. And if there's a new guy, you know, they take them under their wing and show them the way around and the roots of racing.
So you, at the time that you started racing, the CBR 125 Challenge actually didn't exist.
Yep.
And now you're mentoring CBR 125 Challenge racers.
Yep.
Would you suggest that would be a really good entry-level motorcycle racing league to join?
Oh, of course. You know, Honda's worked really hard to get a good, very good platform together. You know, it's prime examples like all of our pro paddock now. You know, they all came up from the CBR 125 class, and it's a very good development standard for all the young riders that are getting up through the ranks. So I think it's a great place to start off and get your feet wet in the sport, and you know, 1, 2, 3 years, whatever it takes you to get comfortable out there, and then, you know, move up to a bit bigger bike, like maybe a CBR 125, and then up to the 250. So
definitely. So you've had that opportunity now to mentor the new racers, take them around the track, and that sort of thing. Is there one thing that you find that most new racers have a challenge with?
Honestly, I don't seem to see that they have one obvious spot. You know, every rider's different, so you have to kind of ride behind them and realize their strengths, and you know, give them constructive criticism on that, and then also find spots where you think they can improve, and you know, head towards improving with them, and just you know, slowly ease into it. You know, little steps. You don't want to go out there and go to the pin the whole lap and end up tossing it away in your first experience, because then you probably won't want to come back. So, you know, every rider's different. You just gotta work individually with each rider to find their strong and weak points and work from there.
Okay. I spoke with a number of CBR 125 riders today, and I asked them who their mentor was, who do they look up to in the pits, and a lot of them said it was you. What's it like to be a mentor or feel like you can actually contribute to CBR 125 racing?
Honestly, it's a great feeling because, you know, as a young kid, like I said, I grew up at the racetrack, and I grew up watching all these riders now that I'm racing against. So I think it's really neat that these kids think of me as a mentor, because one day I'm no longer going to be their mentor, they're going to be my competition. So, you know, it's just going to be a matter of years, and they're going to be up here fighting for the leads with me, so it's good.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time, Jody.
Thank you.
Good luck out there.
Thanks.